Hello, this is Ted Argyle from Adrenalin Martial Arts Centre, and welcome to day 30. We made it. Or I made it, we should say. So this is day 30 of 30, where I've explored the 30 lessons that I've learned as a full-time martial artist, a full-time martial arts instructor, and as a business owner for the last 20 years. Today I'm going to leave you with one small piece of advice, and then I'm going to review what I've been sharing with everybody over the last 30 days. And what I wanted to share with you today is the importance of finding your own truth. Meaning that what I've shared with you over the past 30 days is what I have learned as a martial artist, as a martial arts instructor, and as a business owner. But you may find rules to the contrary which apply to you. Meaning that you might not agree with everything that I have to say. You may find that what works for me may not work for you, and to be open to that, I think is important. We're all individuals. We all have different disadvantages. We all have different advantages. Some of us have a unique skill set that others don't have. So I think it's important to take all that in and to take that all that on board. And if you can find a different way to be a better martial artist, great, do it. If you can find a better way to be a better instructor, do it. If you know different ways and better ways to be a better business owner, do it. I think it's important to find your own truth and give yourself the best possible chance by exploring all the alternatives and reading all the books, listening to all the tapes, but listening to all of the audio material that's available, watching as many DVDs as you can on the subject matter that you're interested in, and find your own truth. For people who are students of mine, I think you understand that I wear my heart on my sleeve, and if say something is true for me, it has been true for me. There's no real bullshit with me, to be honest, or at least I pride myself on that. And but that's not to say that the way that I operate, both as a martial artist, a martial arts school owner, and as an instructor, is the best way and the best way for you. So as I said at the start, you need to find your own truth. So with that said, we're going to wrap up by sharing the lessons that I've learned. And I think we're going to do some more follow-ups. I've had a couple of requests from people to continue with this vlog style presentation. I think we'll do that. I won't be doing one every day though, because that's been quite laborious, to be honest. It may look like these videos are just off the cuff, but many times I'm having to retake these videos 5, 6, 10, 20 times to get it right. So sometimes that can eat up an hour a day just to do like a 5-minute little vlog. But I have enjoyed doing it, and I do appreciate the feedback that I've got, and I really appreciated the questions that were presented to me as well. And I'm sure there's many of you who still have questions that you want to ask, and if for whatever reason you haven't done that, that's fine. We can do that in follow-up videos. So with that said, I'm going to grab my sheet of paper here and share what I have learnt. Excuse me for 1 second, because I didn't want to forget any. So I'm going to share the lessons that I've learnt as a business person. So the first one is that customer service is as simple as being nice to people. I think it's important to track numbers and statistics. Everybody who's successful in business does that. So I think it's important that you do that. You need to learn how to manage time. You need to learn how to manage money. You need to understand marketing basics, and we discussed a little bit of that in brief. Not everyone who connects with your business is going to become a long-term customer. I think it's important to have professional advisors on your team, and we talked about accountants, solicitors, those kinds of things. And the ultimate goal in a business is to aim for balance in life. Your business is not the entirety of who you are and what you do. If it is, that's a problem. You need to aim for balance. As an instructor, the different things we talked about. The first one was, I think as an instructor, it's important to develop respect for your students and for your clients. When you're teaching, you need to know your material inside and out. I think it's important that you live your message. So what you expect of your students, they should expect of you. I think you should allow your teaching style to be open and accessible to a wide variety of people. I think it's important to reference material when you're teaching. I think it's important to apply enthusiasm and professionalism, whether there's one person in the class or 100 people in the class. I think it's important to respect visitors in your school. I think it's important, I think it's paramount that you keep educated and up to date with what's happening in the martial arts industry. I also think it helps to be somewhat aware of what's happening in auxiliary industries such as the fitness industry and the nutrition world as well. I think that's important. And I think it's important to allow students to develop their own game, or to allow students to develop their own interpretation of what you're teaching. And what I've learned as a martial artist, I apologise, I've got these written down, so I'm having to reference these. I think as a martial artist, I think it's important to understand that all the benefits that come from martial arts come from a sustained effort over a long period of time. There's no quick fix in martial arts. Martial arts is a marathon, not a sprint. I think it's important to be a good training partner to your fellow classmates. I think you need to develop the discipline to develop your fundamentals. I think as you mature in age, I think it's important to train a little bit smarter, a lot safer, and be a lot more gentle with yourself if you expect to have longevity. I think it's important to have a good doctor and a good physical therapist to help you when you get little niggles and bumps and bruises. I think it's important to remain humble. You need to get your nutrition sorted. I shared 16 tips, if you like, but there's probably 1,600 tips on good nutrition. So find out what those are and live by them. And we talked about consistency trumping intensity. We also had 3 questions which came in, which were great questions, and I really appreciate the people who posted those to me. The first one was on managing ego, and we talked about the importance of that and a couple of little tips on how to do that. We talked about athletic development. In particular, we talked about what I thought it meant to be athletic, and we talked about athletic advantages and disadvantages and how to work with both. And then we talked about how to motivate people to train. And in that, I explored the 3 pillars of health, which are sleep, exercise, and nutrition. So there we have it, guys. 30 lessons in 30 days. Again, the final one, I must reiterate, find your own truth. Find what works for you and stick with it. All right, guys, I'm going to finish there. Thanks very much for all the likes. Thanks for watching, and thank you for the kind words to me in class about the videos and via email and via... I've actually had some students come in who have said that, my friend's been watching your videos. So that's really nice. I really appreciate that. If you want me to cover anything in particular in future vlog-style videos, please send me a message. Anyway, hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you. Bye.